Hello, what is up everybody, RL57 here back with yet another diecast car video, and in today's video we will be checking out this Hot Wheels mainline 2025 McLaren W1, which is apart from the Hot Wheels race day number 6 out of 10 from race day like I said, and it's number 142 out of all the cars in 2025. So it's a car that many people were waiting for, and yeah, when I got my hands on it I did mention to you guys that I will be doing a video of it in Instagram recently, and yeah, a lot of you guys wanted to see this car in person, of course the diecast form itself. And if you don't know, Hot Wheels actually managed to get the license for this car and also managed to design it within a short period of time, as if you don't know, this McLaren W1 is actually pretty new. The real car, the 1:1 scale McLaren W1, is actually a limited production model, which is of course actually, well, of course, one, it is just recently built and there were only limited copies, so Hot Wheels actually managed to make this into a diecast 164 form in actually a very short period of time, which I'm quite surprised, but still quite a nice appearance in Hot Wheels itself, and I hope to see it in car culture very soon, hopefully. And yeah, with the return of, if you don't know, Ferrari is also returning, and basically we got our first sneak peek on Ferrari SF90, and with the McLaren W1 here, actually that is also a pretty new car. The SF90 is also quite a new car, so we'll hope to see many new Ferraris and also more different colors of our McLaren W1 right here. So yeah, there's the front, and yeah, here's the back of the car. Very nice. Also quite a new case. This is this car is from a pretty new case, if you don't know. So yeah, let's go ahead and open it up and put it on our turntable. So if you don't know already, this turntable is already new, if you can see. Now it has turned black, if you can see. So now it's currently a much more bigger turntable to fit a variety of different diecast forms, or like, doesn't have to be cars, can be trucks, model trucks, or it can be any sort of vehicle, no matter it's 164 scale or I believe 143 scale would also be applicable with this turntable for me to showcase any car. And it is quite big, it can fit quite a lot of cars. From my estimation, I think it could fit somewhere between 5 to at least 8 cars on this turntable, which yeah, it can open up to many new things for me to review, and especially for me to review more sets, more Hot Wheels diecast sets, maybe set of 5, set of 10, who knows. So yeah, this is the McLaren W1, quite a new car. Doesn't have to be diecast, it is actually a new real life hypercar released by McLaren, or also they say supercar. I don't know why is it called a supercar even though it's actually a hypercar. So the McLaren W1 is supposed to be a successor to the previously well-known McLaren P1 that was released a while ago, and yeah, the McLaren P1 is the successor of the first and formerly known as the McLaren F1. And yeah, you can see the design changes between generation to generation, and it is like, it is mostly known that the McLaren P1 era was the era that many people like a lot, since if you don't know, they have made an existing group for these cars, especially McLaren P1 era, mainly for both Porsche and also Ferrari. The Porsche 918 Spider the McLaren P1 as well as the Ferrari LaFerrari, and they've called the not series I would say, but more to like the group of 3 cars during the era. Basically all 3 of the cars were released in one whole similar era, and they call this group the Holy Trinity. If you don't know, it is actually a group consisting of these 3 cars, these 3 brands, and it is leaked that we will soon get a version 2 of that with the McLaren W1, and also, if I'm not mistaken, the Ferrari F80, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure, but most likely it will be. So yeah, good to see this McLaren W1 actually been produced by Hot Wheels in a very short period of time since its release. And yeah, if you look at it closely right here, it is in this orange looking metallic sort of metal flake orange, which is very nice. If you look at it closely, well, you can see that there are no headlight and rear light details, sadly. I am not sure what's the reason behind that, even though there is actually no signs of any like extra livery, no extra like tempo or designs within the car. Then I'm not sure what's the reason between Hot Wheels with this car that they actually did not include headlights or rear lights on this car. I don't know why, but I would say they could have included headlights or rear lights, or maybe they're just doing this so that they can prepare for the car culture release, maybe with the headlights and rear lights, who knows. But yeah, I would say that they've done a detailed job in terms of its bodywork, the wheels, the design and all. It seems, I would say, good. But yeah, comparing to the P1 that we got last time, at least that had headlights and rear lights, but this one doesn't, surprisingly. I don't know what is the actual reason behind that, but yeah, or maybe they're trying to like speed up the production of this car, so they actually did not include the headlights and rear lights. I'm not entirely sure the reason behind that, but still, I would still say that this car is to me okay without the headlights and rear lights. I think, I'm not sure, but yeah, maybe you can customize it yourself if you really do need it. But yeah, that is the car. Let's take a close look at our McLaren W1. So here it is, colored in, like I said, orange, metallic orange. Very nice looking model. So we'll start off from the tires and rims. Basically, we have plastic tires right here with the sort of 5-spoke rims right here, which is actually pretty much similar to the actual car in reality. And well, basically they tried to match the wheels and all, and the real car actually does come with the blacked out rims, which are actually pretty nice. Great attention to detail right there. Over on the side right here, you can see that you have some side details right here, some plastic, some metal parts right here. The sort of like dark gray near to black sort of parts right here are actually the plastic parts. Meanwhile, the orange ones are metal, full metal by the way. So yeah, you do see some details over on the side right here, which are actually resembling a bit of the P1, if you can see properly. Yeah, you have that sort of like similar P1 design that we had back then, and now it's been applied to the W1, which is great, I guess. So I believe the rim size for the front and back are the same for the wheels, which yeah, are easier for those who want to swap their rims, so that they can basically choose the size easily for both the front and back being the same size, which is great. Sadly, no side mirror, which is I guess understandable for Hot Wheels. They normally don't really do side mirrors because it is made for kids, so yeah, I think they wouldn't want to have that. Headlights, yeah, sadly they don't have them right here, over on the front right here. And then you have the McLaren logo right here on the hood. You do have some intakes right here over on the front, some massive vents on the front right here colored in black, which is actually the same as the base right here, and it's also plastic with the extended front splitter as well. Over on the hood, you can actually see the hood intake right here colored in black as well. It is a bit hollow, so yeah, at least you have some depth into it, which is nice. So you do have some details here and there on the hood, which is nice. And then over on the roof right here, you can see that the whole roof, the door, and also the windshield panels are all fully plastic. So basically this whole top is basically made of plastic, transparent, and I'd say slightly tinted, sort of a texture. So basically, yeah, from what you see right here, the roof part is actually plastic. The side windows, the front windshield, and also the rear window is all actually made of plastic, and also is apart from the whole roof panel. So they did this so that they can save cost, but yeah, it should have been like full-on black for the roof, but then yeah, I can see that they're trying to save costs, so basically they made it fully plastic, which is interesting. Oh yeah, blacked out interior, left-hand drive, and yeah, I guess basically that's it. And a slightly tinted whole roof panel, and as well as the windshield. Over on this side, yeah, pretty much the same thing, nothing much of a difference. Over on the back right here, I do want to mention out that this rear part right here actually does have an active arrow, actually in reality. If you do want to know more about that, you can actually like read more about the McLaren W1. They actually show you the actual working active arrow, which is actually interesting. The whole rear spoiler part actually pops out, which is actually really interesting on this car, resembling the P1, but it doesn't go upwards. Instead, it goes like more towards the back, and it moves outwards instead. So that's actually pretty interesting on the W1. So yeah, mostly at the back right here is actually colored in black. I have the rear spoiler here as well. Sadly, no rear light details like I mentioned. I don't know what's at the back right here. I think these are the rear exhaust tips in the middle right here. And then yeah, you don't really have any much more details at the bottom right here. You can see that you have these rear diffusers at the bottom right here colored in black, basically same as the base, plastic by the way, and it is actually pretty cool if you ask me, honestly. Moving towards the base right here, we have a plastic blacked out base, McLaren W1, Hot Wheels 2025 metal, and made in Malaysia. So yeah, McLaren W1, if you actually can recall, if you've seen most of my videos last time, you might have seen me gone through the McLaren P1 and also McLaren W1, McLaren F1 reviews in the past, and you've seen me review them a bunch of times, no matter what color it is. And yeah, if you want to go see what's the difference between this and the P1, basically the only difference I would say is more to like no headlights and rear light details. Other than that, the attention to detail is pretty much equal. Of course, the bodywork is actually different between the W1 and P1, as they are both from different generations. But I would say the P1 and the W1 is not far off different compared to the F1. The F1 is quite detailed as well, I would say. But to me, I think both, not both, but all three of them would go well together if, let's say, you have all three in orange, and they all come in like the same scale or anything. If you have from other brands, it would actually all go well together, and yeah, I would actually really recommend that. So like if you are a fan of these modern hypercars, or actually you're a hypercar fan or hypercar collector of some sort, yeah, I really do recommend you get this McLaren W1. And of course, if you're a McLaren collector, as always, you do need to get this car. But then, yeah, high demands for this car since it is a hypercar and also a new casting. So yeah, it would be hard to get this for now, but then you are still able to get it, but then the chances of you finding it in stores would be a bit more difficult. But overall, I would say the McLaren W1 is a good card for you to have in your collection if you are a McLaren fan or maybe a hypercar fan by any chance. But yeah, there you go. That is my review of the McLaren W1 made by Hot Wheels. Once again, I'd like to say thank you guys for watching. See my videos. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See you soon. Bye bye.